Hey there. Okay, perfect. Thank you. 1 minute, position 1. $1 million. Perfect.
KHOU 11 News at 6 starts now.
Thanks for joining us on this digital newscast. We're streaming live now on KHOU 11+. Up first and all new tonight, a man accused in multiple sexual assault cases given a total bond of $2.1 million. It's after Houston police announced the arrest of a second suspect believed to be involved in a series of sexual assaults in the West Gulf Bank area. This morning, Jaden Demouche was in probable cause court, charged with 5 different counts, including 3 aggravated sexual assault charges. Now, according to court records, he was arrested in an apartment complex off of Little York yesterday after police responded to another call about a sexual assault in progress.
They met with the complainant, who said she took her garbage out. She saw the defendant by the dumpster, but then went back to her apartment to get another garbage bag. She said suddenly the defendant attacked her from behind, threw her to the ground.
The judge says the victim's sister-in-law intervened. Witnesses and surveillance cameras captured that suspect running away. When on scene, another victim came forward, identifying Demouche as the suspect in her case. We'll have a lot more on this story coming up tonight at 10. And right now, a toddler is in the hospital after being rescued from a near drowning incident. According to the Harris County Sheriff's Office, units were called to the 10,900 block of Windfern Lakes in northwest Harris County. At that scene, authorities found a toddler believed to be 2 years old, unresponsive in a body of water. EMS was able to administer CPR before taking them to the hospital. Authorities say the toddler is in critical condition. Tonight, a 17-year-old is recovering in the hospital after he was shot in southwest Houston. Houston police say last night around 10, the teen stumbled into a convenience store on Glenmont Drive to ask people for help after being shot twice in the torso. Investigators were able to trace where the teen came from and found shell casings about a block away near an apartment complex. The teen is expected to survive, but police are still trying to find out what led up to this shooting. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. And in South Houston, police are investigating an overnight shooting involving a security guard. It happened at a gas station on Old Spanish Trail. Houston police say that witnesses are telling them that a man was verbally and physically threatening a security guard. Police say the man pushed and shoved the security guard around the store. That's when the guard opened fire, shooting the man in the jaw. He is expected to survive, and at this time, no charges have been filed. New details tonight. The Harris County Sheriff has identified the victim in a heartbreaking shooting yesterday involving a Spring Branch ISD employee. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says 37-year-old Jose Torres was working in his yard when he was shot and killed yesterday afternoon. His family told investigators he was supposed to pick up his kids from school and his wife from work, but when he didn't make it, his wife got a ride home, and that's when she and her kids found him and called 911.
We know that he was outside trimming the tree in front of the house. It appears that he entered the house probably to recover some other equipment, and that's when he was approached by unknown persons. There we have fired shell casings in the house.
Right now, police are not releasing any suspect information. We will continue to update you on air and online, and if you know anything, please call Crime Stoppers. Right now, the search continues for a man missing in the Humble area. We're told Kylan Giroux was visiting family on Wednesday when he vanished. The 22-year-old has autism, and his family says his reading skills are not the best, which is part of the reason they believe Kylan could be lost.
It's a huge community, and every street in the neighborhood starts with the word Fox. Kylan, we love you. Come back home.
He was last seen wearing a gray New Orleans Saints hoodie and basketball shorts. If you've seen Kylan, you are asked to please call police. All right, let's jump outside now and talk weather. You're taking a live look over Houston after what was a cloudy, humid day. Meteorologist Cheetah Craft is in for Pat Cavlin tonight. Cheetah, the question is, are those clouds sticking around tomorrow and rain in the forecast?
They sure are. They're sticking around overnight into early, and there is rain returning to the forecast. Can you believe it? I know. We had several weeks where we were completely dry, and now we have 2 weak cold fronts, or one, I should say, a little bit more powerful that will arrive on Monday. Okay. Temperatures. It is humid. Thanks to the clouds, these temperatures are going to stay about the same overnight. So it's not going to be quite as cool Sunday morning, but we will be tracking the chance for a few showers. Now tonight, I know 6 rolling into 7 p.m. this evening, temperatures in the mid 70s. Notice how it's really consistent. 8, 9, 10 o'clock, we're still in the low 70s. This is the thing. Overnight, do you see midnight to 1 a.m.? A spotty shower will be possible. If you have anything early planned on Sunday, tomorrow morning, I want you to have your umbrella pretty much throughout the day. I would throw it in the back of the car. I'm not expecting heavy rain, but it's going to be nuisance showers where you're going to want the umbrella. Cold front that really drops our temperatures arrives Monday afternoon. That's going to actually bring some heavy downpours. And then behind it, look how low these temperatures go. 50s, 40s, I think even some upper 30s on the north side. Getting back to the rain, notice on our future track tomorrow morning, 7:30, notice the chance for these isolated showers. So the chances there are pretty much all across the area. This isn't going to be organized. So again, isolated showers, but consistently going to continue throughout a big part of the day. I think by tomorrow evening, we get a little bit of a break into Monday morning. Monday, I think, let's say walking out to the bus stop Monday morning, you'll be mostly dry. 8:30, you'll be under cloudy skies. Humid conditions will continue. And then this is the cold front that's going to shake it all up. 1 o'clock, it looks like now through about 6 o'clock on Monday, that is going to be your best rain chance. Notice 4 o'clock, this line holds together. Showers and thunderstorms, not severe, but quickly picking up an inch of rain will be possible. That passes, and then that's when those temperatures drop. You know, we do need the rain. Latest drought monitor showing dry to moderate drought conditions across the board, so it's good news across the area. Let me show you what that cold front's also going to do. So Tropical Storm Sarah expected to make landfall near Belize tomorrow. Once it works across Central America, it really just starts to kind of fizzle apart. It doesn't really come back organized. I'll show you the big picture on our future track. Our cold front arrives Monday afternoon, pushes that moisture to the east. And you know what that cold front does? It picks up the remnants of Sarah, and that's what also pushes into Florida. So this isn't organized, but I am expecting the remnants of Sarah to create rain across a big portion of the state of Florida. Again, not organized. I'm not expecting severe weather with that, but we will see rain across portions of the southeast, driving west to east. Monday will be our best rain chance, especially midday through your afternoon hours. And then once that cold front Monday afternoon, evening clears, look at the rest of the week. Just fabulous weather. Overnight lows dipping to the 40s, high temperatures consistently staying in the 60s. So Marcelino, if anything, we've been above average for a little while. We're actually going to be dipping below average for a big part of the upcoming work week. So big turnaround in the forecast.
I knew fall would find its way here eventually, Cheetah.
It always does, somehow or another.
Thanks, Cheetah. It was a historic day in Houston as Congresswoman Erica Lee Carter celebrated her community swearing-in ceremony in front of her constituents in Texas's 18th Congressional District. The seat was last held by her mother, the late Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Friends and family members were by her side as she held a swearing-in ceremony here in Houston. Carter, who won last week's special election, will now finish out her mother's term, representing the residents of Houston's 5th Ward until January. At today's community swearing-in ceremony, she shared her excitement and readiness to hit the ground running.
This office for the 18th Congressional District is your office. It's for the people, for the community, and for the future generations. And constituent services are my top priority, ensuring that everyone receives the federal services they need and deserve.
Carter also expressed pride in the work her mother accomplished, adding that her legacy will always be remembered. Former Houston Mayor and now Congressman-elect Sylvester Turner will take over as the representative in the 18th Congressional District beginning in January. Well, it's the season of gratitude and feast, but putting together that Thanksgiving meal could strain your wallet this year. Now, according to a recent survey from Lending Tree, the average cost of hosting a meal is up 19% from last year, costing a family about $431. It goes on to say 60% of people say inflation is impacting their holiday celebrations, which is why events like this mean so much. Today, Watkins Supermarket, a staple grocery store in the Sunnyside community, gave away hundreds of turkeys and other food items to seniors in that area. Our Michelle Choi has that story.
Here outside Watkins Supermarket, a line wrapped around the parking lot this morning as people patiently waited for the store's third annual turkey giveaway. A line that started forming 2 hours before the event started. The first person to get in line was Mrs. Mary B. Ford.
This beautiful ham, and I probably wouldn't have bought a ham. Even though we love ham, the cost of ham is a bit much.
And it's gone up this year, so it came just in time, right?
Yes, just in time.
Ham wasn't the only thing Mrs. Ford, who's lived in Sunnyside since 1967, was grateful for. She was also thankful for her community grocery store, which has been serving residents in this area for over 50 years.
Thanksgiving time, when you're trying to share and give, it helps when the community store remembers the people that have patronized them.
With rising costs, putting together a Thanksgiving spread is harder than ever, especially for seniors.
Because soon you pay your bills, you don't have nothing left.
It's one of the many reasons why this family-owned supermarket says they carve out the time and space to support their residents.
Being able to do this means a lot to us. A lot of our patrons here are senior citizens that grew up in this area. It really warms my heart because they give us so much and we want to give back.
In total, more than 250 seniors walked away today with Thanksgiving food staples like turkey, ham, dirty rice, desserts, and more. An act of kindness.
It means a lot. It helps you save a little for Thanksgiving and have better Thanksgiving.
Seniors here tell us they won't forget.
Oh, it's a blessing. Blessing what they're doing for people.
In Sunnyside, Michelle Choi, KHOU 11 News.
And turning now to other top stories we're following for you this evening. An investigation is underway after a Southwest Airlines flight was hit by a bullet at Dallas Love Field Airport last night. Now, according to the airline, the flight was preparing for departure to Indianapolis when the bullet struck the right side of the plane under the flight deck. The FAA says the plane suffered damage near the cockpit. No injuries were reported and the flight returned to the gate. Right now, it's still unclear where the gunfire came from or if the plane was the actual intended target. So far, no arrests have been made. This evening, Texas country singer Sundance Head is recovering in the hospital after an accident shooting at his ranch. Now, according to CBS, 46-year-old Houston native Jason Head was putting a gun away at his ranch when it slipped out of the holster, hit the side of the Jeep, and discharged into his stomach area. Head's publicist says that he's expected to make a full recovery as the bullet luckily missed any vital organs. And in Arlington, it was the showdown everyone's been waiting for, the highly anticipated fight between social media star Jake Paul and boxing legend Mike Tyson. After competing in 8 rounds last night at AT&T Stadium, Jake Paul was crowned the champion by unanimous decision. Sources say Paul walked away with $40 million just for getting in that ring, while Tyson pocketed $20 million of his own. Not bad. It's been nearly 19 years since Tyson last fought professionally, but he's already promised it won't be his last. Did you watch the fight?
I mean, I had to. I mean, I worked the 10 o'clock news last night, so I had to watch it.
Yeah.
But wow, what a build-up.
Yeah.
I mean,
and all that money for a few rounds? I'll take it. And
yeah.
Tyson looked good for 58.
You know what he did?
Yeah.
He was still...
Yeah, he still got it. All right, that's our time for now. But remember, you can check us out anytime on KHOU.com and KHOU 11 Plus. We're back on TV for KHOU 11 News at 10. We'll see you then.